The time is 8:48 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning, January 8th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, January 8th, 2018. God, oh, and good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, January 8th, 2019, 31 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 8:49 is the majority of Americans are against Trump on the wall and the shutdown. Turkey's Erdogan shuts down White House bolted on Syria, says he's made a serious mistake. As government shutdown persists, Americans feel the right. Trump lauds U.S.-China trade progress as Beijing talks conclude. Prominents refusal to offer the police details at strip clubs. Serious liquidation threat looms as retailers fake things on the balance at fake whoops and hearing. TV meteorologist loses job amid fear over the apparent MLK Jr. slur. CEO resigns over case of women eventually say who gave birth. Government employee could go without pay for an early month at least. Government shut down people on food stamps is not to be hit hardest. What's next for fleeing Saudi women? American ISIS members are detained in Syria, U.S. coalition, the military says. Taliban call off the peace talks with U.S. officials. China offered to bail out troubled Malaysian fund in return for deals. Samsung warns of shop sales and the profit decline. Cost goes out of court. Japanese justice in the dock can once dollar treated self for more than $1. All right, look at that stock now. Up negative for 19 points at 23, 531.35. SP found up 17.75 for 25, 49.69. Nasdaq come 84.61 at 68, 23.47. SpaceX Starship upper prototype going to make first test flight in a week, Elon Musk said. New orbital Kepler world, eyes found it in the data. The Milky Way collision at another galaxy will cause them. Chinese scientists that would put this gene edited babies may be executed, colleague said. One cardiologist administrator reduced standard for the use for the cholesterol. New York is finding its worst outbreak of the measles in a decade. How to stop teen vaping make e-cigarettes harder to get? El Paso resident dies from the flu health department said. The 18-year-old Saudi woman who fled her family this week to seek asylum after London Bangkok remained in the custody of United Nations officials Tuesday as they investigate her claims. Turkey rejects U.S. calls to protect Kurds in Syria. The funeral of Jasmine Barnes, a 70-year-old girl who killed a shooting investigation believe is the case and they will be held in Houston today. Irishman funds will go after it. Government shutdown. After Taylor, Texas, Rancher services now charged the public transit in U.S. Edinburgh area, Edinburgh Arts Museum, the host first ever exhibit a way kind of memorabilia and artifacts. Gasoline prices in Massachusetts have dropped by 4 cents for a second consecutive week and are the lowest point since late March. Martin Luther King Jr. program announced. And where we talked about Luther King Jr. birthday with feature Canada that'll play Tribute to King by Sandler with words of music. The program put together by the King Committee creator Albert and Joe F. McGarvin is entitled The Reflection of the Words of Music. Dr. King's teachings on equitable trust will be taken place on January 21st at 2 p.m. at Berg University Church of North Main Street in Edinburgh. Okay, Peter Channel News Time, 8:53. And it's time now for our Peter Channel Sports Report. Boston Celtics thrashed the Brooklyn Nets 116-95 at the Garden. And Clemson's your national champions with a with a 44-16 win over Alabama last night in college football national championship game. That was really greatness by best Nick Saban and title game beat down. FA Cup were drawn bold up Baltimore's in full, including Manchester United and Arsenal and Green Bay Packers backside. Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator Matt LaFleur as coach. Tank Boston South Brunswick at the Garden tonight. Take it on the Minnesota Wild. Game time 7 o'clock at the Garden. While the Knocklet's girls basketball team will have a game tonight at 6:30 p.m. at the high school at Knott Night Lorac Gym against the Ashland Conquerors. Peter Joe News Time is 8:54 on this Tuesday morning. Time now for Peter Joe Traffic Transit Check. Baby! On the MBTA, the road shall experience the delays up to 10 minutes due to train with the early mechanical problem there at Mountain Center. Middleborough train 010-8078 from Middleborough up in 5-10 minutes past between the Altbrook Railroad and Dolphin Substation and Middleborough train 205-8248 from Substation over 10 minutes past scheduled between Quincy Center and Middleborough due to train traffic. And the ferries, they are looking good. Okay. Looking at highways and byways in New England in Rhode Island. Providence, 95, not baptized over between Route 10 and Crescent and downtown Providence, 146, not baptized over between 15 and 95 and downtown Providence, 146, not baptized over between Salesman and North Smithfield and Rhode Island, anyhow, not baptized over for 122 in the North Smithfield and Woonsocket stretch, 130 in West baptized over the Jamestown stretch, 185, West baptized over between Seacock and the Route 44 in East Providence, 95, not baptized over for 185 out in Mansfield, 295, the North baptized over 95 and Amber, 95, North baptized over between Norwood and 128 in Kenton from Repository and Norwood. Break to split in the North baptized Little Saw, on East baptized over between Western Oregon and the 7th Expressway down to Boston, West baptized over the Lower Airport down to South Boston. 495, the North baptized so between African and Oregon and down to Route 9 in Westboro. West baptized in the Newton Quarter, South Expressway, South baptized on the break to split, North baptized so between Firstbrook, Quincy and downtown Boston. 128 and the North baptized so between Route 135 in Needham Route 20 Waltham, 128 and the North baptized so between 95 and 114 on it. B-Lady 128 and South baptized around 93 in Woburn. 128 hit the Mexican between 28 Lexington and Norway and Waltham. Route 2 West baptized around 128 and Lexington and Route 2 East baptized around Cambridge, 93 South baptized so between Medford and St. Bridget and downtown Boston, 93 Morford and downtown Boston and backed up. Route 1 South baptized with Chelsea and Charleston, some total soul councils looking good. West baptized so between the Lower Road and down to South Boston. Route 3 and South baptized so between Millwork and down to Burlington. Route 3 on the North baptized it is slow on both ends between the 128 and Burlington, 93 South baptized so between Methuen down to Route 128 in Reddit, and 93 and the North baptized so 495 and that's over. $3.95 and off baptized slow on Oxford stretch around Route 16, 290 on both ends of Factory, packed out of Route 146 in Worcester. 91 not baptized and then slow between 291 out of 84, Hartford, Connecticut, 84 east baptized between Farmington and Hartford, Connecticut. 91 not baptized slow between Newport and out of Route 84, Hartford, Connecticut, and Grenada, South baptized Williswater, 84 Connecticut, 95 North baptized West David, Connecticut, 95 South baptized over between Fairfield and out of Greenwich, 91 South baptized over for 95 and New Haven, Connecticut, 95 North baptized West David, Connecticut. And up and down New England, 93 South baptized Florida, Manchester, New Hampshire, Route 101, both fences back between Manchester and Kentucky and New Hampshire. Every turn back Florida, Manchester Airport, 93 South baptized so between Route 4, Concord, Hampshire, down to Hudson, New Hampshire, around Route 93. 84, 90 South baptized for the Henniker down to Concord, Hampshire, spotted turn back South baptized so between Rochester down to Dover, New Hampshire, and hit Mexico before Route 95 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 295 7 going between Portland and Freeport, main turn back North baptized so between Portland and Augusta, Maine on both ends. 93 slow between Meredith and Frank County, New Hampshire, and up in Vermont. East 89 slow around the U.S. Canadian border. 91 both ends back around the London, Vermont, and onwards 50 North baptized so in Southern Quebec and towards Montreal. Peter Joe News Time, 8:58. Time now for us. Weather report. Snow flurries around Lowell, Massachusetts, and east of National Hampshire, and Snow flurries around Ipswich, Massachusetts, some snow showers right around. The other keep from Palestine down to Chattanooga, rain showers, the eastern portions of Martha's Vineyard and the western and northeastern tip of Nantucket, and some snow flurries there went west of Pepperell, and some snow flurries northeast of Jeffrey, New Hampshire, and snow flurries west of Hampton, New Hampshire, and stretching up in the Maine. It's snow in much of Maine, and up in the western New Brunswick, and north central New Hampshire, and western Nova Scotia, and the southern portion of Quebec, and northwestern Vermont, and upstate New York. Right now, looking at temperature spread around region news. In the 30s, much of interior portions of 71 with a 40 degree, reading in Newport, Rhode Island, 43, Wesley, 41, in Groton, New Hampshire, 41, in New Haven, and 40 in Bridgeport, Connecticut, Walton, and 20 spot much of Norman, with a 19 degree, reading in Medford, New Hampshire, and 10 above in Mount Washington, New Hampshire, and 18 in Lewiston, Maine, and 16 in Waterville, Maine. And it is in the upper single numbers to low teens in Northern Maine. All right. There's a chance for light snow and patchy freezing drizzle this morning across interior areas, and with the best chance across the east slopes of the Berkshires into the north and central Massachusetts, and the temperature is rising by freezing. The precipitation will change over the showers by midday, while the light accumulation will probably be accurate rest and service on vehicles. There'll be a low chance that some untreated roadways may be snow covered, especially during this morning's commute. The light showers will linger tonight, change over the scattered snow showers across northeast, north central, and eastern Massachusetts and Northern Hartford County after midnight. Again, there'll be a low risk of some black snow accumulation midway across the iron inland terrain on some untreated waterways along with a very close aggressive surfaces. Light snow showers are considered Wednesday morning across the interior Massachusetts and north central Connecticut early, which should take me off around midday, except a little bit across the east slopes and Berkshire. Friday afternoon, there's potential of light accumulation again, mainly aggressive surfaces and vehicles, but there's a low risk of some untreated waterways may become snow cover, which could be affected Wednesday morning commute. And there may be a low risk of light snow pushing across the region as low pressure moves on a middle coast, but there is a bit of uncertainty the track is straight and as slow it passes. Looking at the latest GFS model. A complete miss. While the European model, another complete miss. But this is 6-7 days away, so I'll keep my eyes and ears peeled on what this storm will do. All right, looking at the forecast, and it goes like this. For today, a chance of freezing drizzle before 9 a.m., then a chance of drizzle between 9 a.m. and noon, then a chance of rain and a chance afternoon, punch mark between noon and 4 p.m. Otherwise, clouds come up 5 about 42 degrees, some about 37 miles, and a chance of 40%. Tonight, chance of showers, punch mark over, clouds come out 37 degrees. Now, southwest wind, chance of 50%. New punch marks between a 10 wind is possible for Wednesday, punch mark before 9 a.m. Otherwise, punch chance come about 44 degrees, west by 6 to 11 miles, gust high as 29 miles an hour for Wednesday night. Mostly clouds by 30 degrees, west by 10 miles, gust high 22 miles an hour. Just make sure it's 0% for Thursday. Punch chance come out 36 degrees, a low 15, northwest by 9 30 miles, gust high 20 miles an hour for Friday, Saturday, most clouds by 26, low about 12 degrees, west northwest by 7 to 10 miles an hour for Saturday, most clouds by 27, about 17 degrees, northwest by 35 miles an hour for Sunday. 40% chance of snow, mostly clouds by 30, low about 19 degrees, northwest by 3 to 7 miles an hour for Monday. Punch chance come out 30 degrees, northwest by 8 miles an hour right now. Not in it. Well, light snow at 35 degrees. And that's going to be it for the Peter Chill Market News on this. To the morning, January 8, 2019. Viewers will be having a good moderate and good day. And I hope you have a wonderful day.